PKA 638 with our guest Dick.
There's if you're a minority, there's so many cool little ins and outs you can get. I was talking to my dad today about there's this poultry company that's doing this thing for Koreans, I think.
Okay.
Koreans are known for coming over with a lot of cash to invest into poultry farms. Poultry farms are millions of dollars at this point, and like a business plan. They don't want like a small poultry farm. They often want gigantic ones that kind of scale to all their relatives ending up working there, and then bouncing from that to more farms. But there's like a $1.1 million like signing bonus essentially for Koreans. It's like, wow, this guy borrowed like because they're not the poultry houses cost so much that you can't operate them, you can't pay the note on them with what they make. So they're like, oh, well, here's $1.2 million for starting your farm, and now the note is affordable. Now you can make chickens for us. Yeah, it's like, so white people can't get that money? No,
that would be racism, Kyle.
Damn it! I wish I was Korean.
We had
you look
we
a little
legalized.
Korean. You need 23andMe to verify it. Sorry, Dick.
I feel Korean.
They legalized what?
You could pass as Korean if you parted your hair, if you dyed it black and just like parted it. Very.
Jesus Christ. This is more racist than any other thing we've done so far tonight.
And then Taylor could do your voice. You would talk.
That would bring you a great honor. What is the difference from Korean to Japanese?
Then no one's doing the racism, Woody. It's like Full Metal Jacket when everybody's hitting the guy. If Kyle's just moving his mouth and going like this, and Taylor's doing the voice,
this
and
is
nobody's
totally
doing
acceptable.
the racism.
There is no way to put the blame on either one of us. Because we are distributed the racism across the two people. We are invulnerable to attack.
He's just sitting there moving like this.
All right, I don't want to be
Nothing
Mr.
racist
Hitold
about
anymore.
that.
We are flying close to the sun. Flying close to the sun.
Too close, too close.
Oh, too close. Kyrie, be wary with your facial expression, Kyrie.
I love that bit.
I do this thing on The Biggest Problem, this show I do with Vito. I do this thing where I cut out like the mouths of famous people and put them on the OBS with like a cutouts, and then just move my mouth in there. So I was doing Scott, like, you know, the Conan bit. Like everybody knows that Conan. Sure. It's so dumb and funny. Like it's just never not funny to me. So I did Scott Adams last week. I opened the show with a Scott Adams cutout, and Vito's like, "Oh God, please don't get us demonetized this week."
You know, they relaxed the rules,
Dilbert
right?
guy, right?
They were being kind of ridiculous about the expletives early in the video, and I still think in the first 7 seconds, if you just go to town cursing, they're going to demonetize. But from what I read, they relaxed it. But they don't give you they don't tell you exactly.
Shit, I could have been saying the N-word the whole time then. I wish I would have known that.
The whole time.
You get demonetized all.
I go with Ninja now, and I feel like it's you know how like a nicotine vape isn't quite a cigarette, but you still get that like throat hit from it.
Kyle, I don't even want to have in my brain that area. Like when I'm recording, that area is walled off like Escape from LA. The entire no Ninja, no Nibba, no nothing. That's like under lockdown, like Magneto. Keep it down.
It's like,
don't even look over there.
Yeah.
What was
Save that for gaming later.
So they used that AI thing to like make my voice, and so then they can make me say like anything they want, of course, which I kind of like. It's funny. And so they did it, and I'm listening to myself say horrific things. And then I get to the N word, and that is when I could tell it wasn't me. Because up until then, it had sounded just
exactly
like me. And I immediately went, aha, that ain't how I say ninja. That AI has a limited sample size for that word out of me.
No, did you guys watch the Chris Rock special? Like when I turned it on, I was like, I just need to hear Chris Rock say the N-word. Like, I don't know why I needed that so bad in my life, but I turned it on. I'm like, man, I just need to hear. And then he says it right out of the gate. I'm like, it just feels great. It feels like I'm back in the 90s.
How was the special?
Is it good?
It just feels like you're back in the 90s. Like it's funny. It's fine. It's like a scatter shot. I don't know. It sounds like somebody's dad doing stand up at this point.
I didn't love
the one before that. I thought it was okay. That it might have been called Tambourine. I forget.
Tambourine.
But
Well, I mean, the whole thing is him
Good.
tearing Will Smith apart, right? Like that's the showcase. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, you're on
Like
the
he
current
spends
one,
2.5 minutes destroying Will Smith, talking about
Yeah.
like his son is fucking his wife, fucking her, and what does he do? An interview with her about how he felt when she fucked her son's friend. He's over there crying, bitch. Didn't do nothing to him, did he? No. Went
So
after
he really
somebody he
did not
knew
like
he
that
could beat
slap.
up.
No, he went in on the slap. I don't know that the stand-up is funnier than the slap, though. The slap was very funny. Like it was funny hearing him tear into him, but I laughed pretty hard at that slap.
Dude, I hope he
you can't
slaps
have
him
one
again.
without the other. You don't have to choose.
I hope he finds him in public and slaps him again for the special. That would be so great.
I would support that. Like, yeah, that's awesome.
Dude,
now I
that
get it.
would get me back on Team Will so bad. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep assaulting people.
Get him again.
Because we're the Fresh Prince, bitch. Whap!
Whap!
Just backhand this
Get the
time.
other
And he
hand.
does it with
Whap!
his ring hand. He's got Uncle Phil's big class ring.
What if he was
Printed
calling
on
him out like on social media, just making real intense like videos like a UFC fighter? I see you anywhere, you're mine. And he's just like
Going nowhere.
he's wearing a glove on just that hand.
I mean, was it
he
actually
really-
like good bits? His ripping Will Smith that it came off funny.
Yeah.
I was laughing pretty hard, and I
Yeah.
thought it was very mean spirited. It was the sort of thing
Yes.
that
Oh.
celebrities don't normally go
It's
that
often
hard
funny.
on each other. But
Yeah.
he's like, I would never say this stuff. But then he assaulted me, so here we fucking go. You know what I mean? It's pretty good stuff, and he's cursing the whole time and screaming and yelling. And his whole point was he didn't beat up this person, he didn't beat up that person, he didn't beat up this guy over here. He waited until it was little old me, somebody he knew he could beat up if he needed to, and he goes after me. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Do you remember who Will Smith passed on? Like who he didn't beat up?
That
Drink
dude that
champs.
fucked his wife.
John Jones.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't know the dude that fucked his wife.
Yeah, I don't
Is he
either.
a tough guy or
Who cares?
No,
Well, it
he's
doesn't
like his
matter. Like,
son's
like
friend.
Not as tough.
it does
as-
it because he was like
Tough.
he passed on this guy. Then he found someone he could beat up, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
who are
but
the
it's
other
gonna be a
people? Did Terry
celebrity
Crews
fight,
talk
right?
shit? Did
Yeah.
this guy or that guy?
we're not going in the ring. It's a celebrity fight. I'm not afraid of anybody because I'm gonna hit him once, and then my guy's gonna pull me back through a phalanx. That's how this is gonna go. This is when you're a celebrity. That's how fights go. Like, there's no like squaring up in the street. Like, that's not gonna happen. You get your. Oh, this is the dude. Okay,
That's the dude that
Oh,
fucked his
wow.
wife,
and that's his wife.
and that's his wife. Wow.
Glasses look like the kind of thing you get on like a created character.
By the way,
It doesn't
I've
look good, but
always
you want
been-
it on the
I've
character
always been
because
really
you like
attracted
got
to
the
her.
headshot requirement.
Yeah.
I've been attracted to her since fucking Matrix and when she was Niobe or whatever. I thought she was hot in that. She's really attractive to me, bald head and all.
Really?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Do you date a lot of black girls? Have you?
I have before, but not with big bald heads. But her in particular, I think it works. I think that
How do you know?
I think the bald head only works on black chicks. You got to have that Wakanda look. You got to have that fierceness about you.
Oh.
Here's the thing.
That
Here's
euphemism
the
exists now. You didn't used to be able to say that Wakanda look. You had to say something else that was not palatable.
I don't know what that word would be. I honestly don't. But here's the thing about a shaved head on a woman. You see a white chick who's bald, you think, shit, cancer. You think a Mexican chick, you're like, oh God, was she trafficked? What happened? Who did that to you? But when I see a black chick, I'm like, oh, I bet she whooped my ass. Shit.
Is that what you want? Do you want her to dip her bald head in oil and rub it all over your body?
Exactly, like George Costanza.
Yeah.
I want to fucking get in there.
Sounds scratchy.
No, I think her in particular is like her and Rihanna are two of the hotter black women in existence. If you ask me.
I don't
you
think
like her
Rihanna
pregnant?
isn't bald.
Would I get her pregnant?
No, did you like her pregnant?
Oh no, I thought that was a
Oh.
little gross, and I thought the whole show was kind of silly. I can't remember which was it USA Today that was like two black quarterbacks, black national anthem, black halftime show. Wakanda is here.
Disgusting.